So I hope that helps. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. I usually almost say the exact same thing when people like and comment on my post. I will literally just say this. I'm going to type it in the chat. And anything else you guys think of, I want you to ask me. Or let's chat about it.
I guess for me, like, I don't know, I'm to the point where like I'm scared to send the invites. Like, I'll start new conversations, but then just going, I guess the conversations just tend to kind of go elsewhere. And then I don't know, like, how you bring it back to the whole, what are your health and fitness goals? Like, that sort of thing, without making it sound like, yeah, like, this is the only reason why I want to talk to you. Kind of like, yeah, what you were talking earlier about, but I just don't know how to bring it back to that.
Now, are these like invites that you've already have the connection with the person, you've already had like a conversation, or is this like a cold invite?
It would be that I've been talking with them, yes.
Okay. So when I go into that, I think it's just important to also, like, again, something that I usually say is, what's a good one? It's like, hey girl, I don't know. I don't know if you'd be interested in something like this, but I'm inviting all of my friends to join me in my virtual boot camp, where I provide you hundreds of workouts, simple meal plans, and you get me as your coach, which I think is pretty cool. Tongue stick out face, LOL, like emoji, like, isn't that cool? Like, I feel like using emojis, exclamation points, LOLs, ha-has, like that brings positivity into people's inboxes. So I would definitely, that's how I do it, you guys. I'm not saying that you have to. If that's not like your vibe and your personality, I'm not telling you to do something that would, go against that. But just like a, hey girl, I'm inviting all my friends to this virtual challenge group where you get hundreds of planned out workout programs, simple meal plans, you get me as your coach, which I think is pretty cool. Would you be interested in something like that and learning more? That's what I would just do. And then if they say, well, I'm not sure, but I'll learn more. And then you can just be like, okay, that's awesome. This is so much fun. What are some goals that you're currently working on? I want to make sure I get to know you better so I can recommend the best plan of action and give you all the details. So that's how I would usually go into their goals. Like, invite them first. Like, see if they just even want to learn more. See if they might be even interested. And if they say, yes, I want to learn more, then that's when I would go into, what are your goals? I want to get to know you better before I give you all these details and recommend the best plan of action. Because if we don't know their goals, we cannot recommend what program would be best. And sometimes when I'm talking to people and explaining what a challenge group is and explaining what they get access to, I will say, you get access to all these programs. And as your coach, I help you decide what program to start with. And I actually have one in mind. And so then I can be like, I'm already thinking about your program that I already have in mind. And so they could be like, oh, she already has a plan for me. That's amazing. And it kind of just, it goes back to just showing a little bit of professionalism as a coach, showing that you're already thinking of a plan and stuff like that. But if you don't know their goals, I don't know what I would recommend. Maybe they have a horrible back and horrible knees, and the 21-day fix would not be a good program to start with. They might need to start with yoga or something like that. So yeah, so it's so important to do that. But that's kind of the flow. So I would send an invite. Hey, I'm inviting all my friends. Would you be interested in learning more? Didn't want you to have FOMO. Like, I've been using like FOMO. Like, I don't want you to miss out on anything. FOMO means fear of missing out, if you guys don't know.
Yes.
But kind of just being light about it. I feel like sometimes we get a little so scared to invite, and that sometimes comes through our invites, let's be honest. And people will sense that. But I feel like if you're kind of just like, hey girl, I'm inviting all my friends. Didn't want you to miss out. You want to learn more? Like, how simple is that? Like, if somebody asked me that, I'd be like, sure, I'll learn more. Like, what's it gonna hurt if I just learn more about it to see if it's something I'm interested in? And if they say, yeah, I want to learn more, but then you explain it and ask their goals and they just cricket you, guess what? Their name goes on your follow-up list because they did show interest, and you can follow up with that person as many times as you want to until they tell you to go away or they block you. So does that help a little bit, Larissa?
Yeah, it definitely does. Thank you.
Okay, good. Messaging is everything, you guys. And that's why I wanted to just, kind of chat about this, because I think if we're not messaging people, we're not hitting Success Club. If we're not messaging people, we're not growing our business. So I think, once you master the message, and honestly, you guys, it changes all the time. I look back to some of my follow-ups and like my first message I send them, and I'm just like, holy geez, Jenna, like, I cannot believe you sent that to that person. It's so salesy. It's so gross. And that's okay, but that's how we learn. I've learned not to do that. I've learned to be better. And I can still follow up with that person and change my vibe in my message. And then they could be like, oh, I guess you are kind of cool. You're not really trying to sell me something. And then hopefully we can rekindle our relationship. So anyways, I hope that helps. And let's see, what else was I going to say on that one? I think that was it on that. I hope this is helpful, you guys. I think sometimes just talking it out and not being scared. We get so scared to message people. But honestly, you have to go into it thinking more like, why wouldn't I share this with everybody? You know that you have something that works. You know that your products are toxin-free, chemical-free, preservative-free. There's no dyes, there's no chemicals. You should be strong and stand behind that in a really strong way. And, people are turned off a lot of the times. I just got 4 messages from MLM companies. I won't even name them, but I got this like whole paragraph. I have never talked to this person before in my life. They send me this whole paragraph. They just friended me. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Does that really work for you? And sometimes I almost sent that back. I was like, does this really work for you growing your business? Because I was just trying to I'm nice when I get those messages, but it really goes to show how Beachbody coaches can be a lot more classier than that. Beachbody coaches can be a little bit more caring and actually just want to get to know the person. Other MLMs, I have to say from experience, they don't care. I just got 4 messages. They didn't care about me. If they even had looked on my profile, they would have seen that I'm already in a Beachbody business. I'm already thriving. I'm already have my own thing. Why would they invite me to join their company? So making sure also to check out people's profiles before you message them. What are they into? What just happened in their life? Are they posting about their kids? Like and comment on their posts and interact with them. That's a really great way to show them that you care, and also a great way for your posts to show up in their newsfeed. The more you like and comment on all your friends' posts, the more they will see you. So make sure you engage on your social media. Not sure if you guys knew that. Another thing, I know I'm kind of rambling now, but another thing to think about when you post a post, first of all, make sure that it has no hashtags in it. Facebook doesn't like hashtags on posts. I think you guys all know that. But second of all, if the more interaction and engagement you get in your post within 15 minutes, post is going to generate a lot more engagement and it's going to reach a lot more people. So I would say whenever you post, try to be kind of present within the 15 minutes of posting. If somebody comments on that post right away, respond. Create a conversation, because Facebook will see that as, oh, this post is getting some engagement. They're conversating in the comment box. People are liking it. And then if you keep the comments rolling, then it's going to reach a lot more people. That's why engagement posts are really good. Like Juliet Cartwright just in the Elevated Alliance thread, she posted that post saying, what holds you back from reaching your goals or prioritizing your health and fitness. And then she gave options. People were like A, B, C, D, N, E, whatever. And they chose options. And if you are present and you're like seeing these comments, I would be like, hey girl, I see you. Or like do a comment and like, oh, I totally understand. The more you interact in that post, the more it's going to thrive. The more people, the more eyes you will get on that post, the more friends will see it. So keep that in mind too when you're posting. That was like another post I did the other day. I was just talking about socks, you guys. I think I posted like who wears socks or who hates to wear socks. I'm like, the engagement on that was like insane, but I started to interact with all the conversations and I saw more and more and more comments lined up one right after another because I was present in the post. So think about that. Kind of be aware, check your social media right after you post and make sure you're conversating to keep it thriving. If you are getting comments without any replies, Facebook is going to see that post is kind of dead. So that's just a social media, I don't know, tip, I guess. So I hope that makes sense. And then making sure you guys, anybody who likes and comments, they get a message. Unless they are already a Beachbody coach, then they don't want to hear from you. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Anything else, you guys? Anything else that you're kind of like stuck on? When it comes to like, let's see, what's a common objection or something? I don't know. And like I said, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can keep going. Go ahead.
Nope. I was trying to make something up to say.
You're good. Okay. So I guess the biggest thing that I have is I can send like those cold messages all day long of like, hey, I don't remember. I just sent like 10 of them. So I'll have to look and see what it says. This one was like, happy to be connected with you. I love connecting with other business women. Are you currently local to Colorado? That was pretty much something you gave me a while ago. And so I do that. I send that all day long. And then I get a message back of like, this lady is hi Candace, it's great to connect with you as well. What do you do? I'm up in Northern Colorado. So then I freeze and I'm like, now what do I say to this person? Or somebody messaged me back and they say, yeah, I live in Denver. I'm like, yeah, okay. Do you want to buy a challenge pack? That's not what I'm going to say, but that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm like, so I don't know what to say after that to keep the conversation going. I'm really awkward when it comes to that stuff.
No, it's okay. I think that's the most awkward thing in the world, honestly, especially like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I do. So the first example that you gave where she actually wanted to be your friend and like she was asking you questions back, that is like gold. You know, you should be so excited that people asked you a question. They actually care to get to know you too. So when it comes to something like that, this is my new combo flow, okay? And this is like, I hope it goes the way you want it. It doesn't always. And if it doesn't, that's okay. That's still a new connection that you can go back to in a couple of days and be like, hey, since we just became friends, I'm inviting all my friends to the challenge. Can you do it with me? There's an invite, you know, like you've already made the initial connection. She's just like, oh, she's just inviting all her friends to this and we just became friends. So that makes sense, you know. Most likely she's not going to think you're just out to sell her something. She's just like, oh, she's so nice, you know. She's so but when they kind of start conversation back and they ask you, when they ask you what you do, that is like opens the gates of heaven, okay? Because you can just be like, oh my gosh, I am a full-time or part-time or full-time for you health and fitness coach, online health and fitness coach. I basically just run fun challenge groups every single month full of women and we're just getting fit together. We hold each other accountable and I provide tons of workouts and meal plans and it's so much fun. Do you like to work out too? Like that's usually what I say. Usually, I like that. Usually they'll just say, ugh, no, I don't work out, but I really need to. Or, oh my gosh, I love to work out. This sounds so much fun. What are some more details? Or they might just be like, well, that's cool. And then it might be dead. And that's okay. It's okay. But at least you know what you do and stuff like that. So I hope that helps. And then your second example, when they just comment like, oh, I live in Denver. then sometimes I try to keep it going, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love visiting Denver and going to blah, blah, blah. I'm so glad we got connected. Thanks for being my friend. And I'll leave them alone, because then it just gets weird. If they're like, oh, I should ask all these questions. Like, I don't have time to, yeah. So it's okay. So that's okay. But you know what? They're both going to get invites no matter what down the road. And at least you made that initial connection. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah, I've sent some really awkward messages to people, and I'm like, I don't even know. But it's a learning experience. I'm sure they're like, unfriend, she's just nuts.
Well, it's kind of like online dating, I feel like.
Yeah. And that would not be fun.
I would not do good. Like, hey, just became friends. What do you
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. That's why it's really good to create good content on your social media too, because then hopefully you'll just get a lot of likes and loves, and you know, when you start adding new friends, they will just see those posts and start to like and love, and then you can just reach out to your new friends that way. You know, it doesn't always work that way, but constantly adding new friends, you guys, is crucial. So that was another question I was going to ask you. Where are you guys finding your new friends and connections mostly?
For me, I've been finding a lot of friends on like mom groups and stuff. I did that one post earlier about like a workout during the week or whatever, like the weekly workout thing. And I actually added, I think, like 15 people or something like that. That one girl that I was messaging about yesterday, she never followed through, so I have to follow up with her and check on her. And then that person that owns the gym, that was a dead conversation, because I sent her a message and she just sent me a thumbs up. So I was like, okay, I don't know how to do that. But
that freaking thumbs up sign.
I hate those stupid things. My mom sends those all the time, and I told her that I would not talk to her until she doesn't send those.
My mother-in-law does that too, and it's like, okay, cool. It's much easier. I'm like, whatever.
Like, even if he just said okay, it would be
right?
Like,
yes.
Okay, well, I like that. I think I thrive off of friends from moms groups too. Like, that's where I've expanded most of my network, through there. I like that because you already automatically have a connection. You're connected through a mom's group. You know, it's not some random person you're finding on a suggested friends list or something like that. So I like that. Are you going to start doing weekly workouts, meetups?
Yes. The thing, like, I didn't even think about this because it's going to be wintertime here soon. I don't really have a lot of room in my house. So I'm like, crap, now what do I do? So I'm going to have to figure that out, become creative. But yeah.
It's
so
amazing.
We'll see.
It's amazing how many people you can fit in your house.
Yeah. Might have to rearrange furniture and stuff.
You have a garage?
Yeah, our garage is kind of like small though, and it has a lot of crap in it because we don't have any storage in our house at all. So
what you can do, I know some coaches do this, they find like a local church. And because churches usually are really supportive of like community stuff, and if you're not charging for it, they'll be like, oh, it's free, that we can use our space.
Right.
But even, you know, every single month, you can do it like once a month too. Like, our once a month meetup is coming up, ladies. I don't know. So many different ideas.
No, that's a good idea. I'll have to look into my church or something, because I know there's a lot of moms out in Falcon and stuff. Hey, Emerson, sorry. But yeah, Emerson wants to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
He's all excited. He likes talking on the phone.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'll have to look into the church and stuff like that and see.
Yeah, look into it for sure. I'm telling you guys, meetups are so helpful. If you're willing to put yourself out there and do it, they're so helpful. Side note, I have about 32 people coming to my house on Friday. Like,
people.
I don't like, and about 30 kids. So I'm really just like scared for my house. I live in a 1,600 square foot house, you guys. It's not like huge, but anyways, but it's just so much fun. Like meeting ladies that just want to be healthy, and stuff like that. I mean, that's just what we do. You know, that's what life is all about, is just making those connections and being so genuine with them that they just fall in love with you and they want to sign up with you as their coach. And that's what we just have to constantly get behind when we're messaging and when we're like adding friends. Like we literally, if we go into it with, oh my gosh, I just have to hit Success Club. Oh my gosh, I just have to make another sale. Like, why isn't this working? Try not to think that way, because it's just not going to go anywhere for your business if we have that sort of mindset. If we're like, why isn't this working? All I'm getting is no's. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? You know, why don't we think about, you know, why isn't it working? Like, what do we have to change? How do we have to tweak our messages? Where do we have to find new people? You know, constantly be thinking of, what do I have to change? What do I have to change to help them, you know, see the value in this? Maybe I have to change the way I'm posting. Maybe I have to change the way I'm taking my pictures. I mean, it could be small things that grab people's attention. And that's why, you know, like I said before, creating really good quality posts, you guys, it's so crucial. Like Larissa, I'm going to shout you out because your posts have been really good lately. And I just love how real you are. Like your soap live video the other day, I was cracking up. You're like, just here I'm making soap. Like, and I was like, I'm so interested in what she's going to say next, because like, you were just really fun. So
thank you.
It doesn't have to be overcomplicated either. And it's so easy to overcomplicate. What should we say to this person? What should we say to that person? Or like, what should I post today? But literally, you guys, all you have to do is, if you're going to post, all I do is I literally close my eyes and I sit there and I'm like, okay, what inspired me today? What did I do today? How do I feel today? Okay, I'm going to post about that. You know, what kind of question can I ask on my post that's going to relate to the other moms out there, relate to my niche market, and stuff like that. So just make sure they're good quality though. Make sure you're only posting like 2 to 3 times a day and they're spread out. If you post too close together, then you're not going to get any engagement. I mean, there's a lot of Facebook algorithm rules, you guys, that just be aware of. But ultimately, we just want to increase engagement. So doing that engagement post every once in a while, but not too many times. Like if you're constantly posting a question, people aren't going to care anymore. But if you're like surprise somebody, like, oh, she posted a question, like, oh, I'm going to answer on her post, then it's just a little bit more intriguing. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Does that help? I don't know if this is helping or not, but I hope so. And I would say chill out when you're messaging people. Like be the light in their day, in their week. So, you know, somebody doesn't want to open their messenger and be like, hey, you want to join my challenge group? They want to open their messenger and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm inviting all my friends to join this really fun challenge group. LOL, smiley face, exclamation point. And they're going to be like, oh my God. Oh, okay. So, you know, just keep it fun, keep it light. I use girlfriend a lot. I don't know, let's be accountability besties. Let's do this together. Like really showing them that you're there to support them and that you care. If you don't even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, act like you know what you're doing and you've been coaching for 10 years. It always worked. You know, even if you're like, you know, act kind of like you're a personal trainer. Like you really are literally taking notes on what they need and you are going to design a plan for them and you're going to design a meal plan. Kind of have that in the back of your mind, even if you just don't even know how to do that. It doesn't matter. But act like that professional that they need. They need help. Everybody needs help. So I think if we're just have that genuine, I'm here to help you attitude, then it's just going to be easier to help people. And then therefore it's going to be easier to hit Success Club every single month. So anything else you guys want to talk about? Any other questions? Okay. I would also just encourage you guys. I know that you guys want to move up in rank and you actually want to like move your business forward. So if you do get some people interested and they're like, I want to sign up, always ask them if they want to be a discount, have a discount account. Always ask. It does not hurt to ask. What are they going to say? No. Okay, that's okay. At least you asked and at least they know about it. Like Candace, tell me what happened today. You just signed up a discount coach today. What did you just asked her? What was your conversation like?
Well, we talked about her goal. One of the big things that I'm finding, I've done different things with other companies, like listen to them. They give me like their whole like verbal vomit. And so one thing I found myself doing was just telling her everything about Beachbody. And I'm like, okay, zip it. And I just asked her, what are your goals? Where do you want to be? And then she told me her goals. And I'm like, oh, this program would be perfect for you. And so we kind of talked about, the program. I actually logged into my own account on my computer and I showed her the intro video to it was the 2B mindset. I showed her the intro video so that way she got excited about it. And then said that so I showed her the two options and told her the difference between the 180 and the 220. For the packet or challenge packs, and she picked the 220. She's like, no, I definitely want the workout stuff too. So she got that. And then I said, I listened to a video prior, like literally like 5 minutes before I walked into her house. I was listening to this video, and the lady was saying, you tell them. What did she say? I can't remember what she said. But anyway, basically what I told Amber was, there is no point, or not no point, there is no reason why you wouldn't want to sign up as a discount coach right off the bat. You definitely why not save 25%? She goes, well, I don't know if I'm going to like Shakeology. That's fine. But in order to save time later, because I have a feeling you're going to love Shakeology, that in order to save time later and all this other extra paperwork that we don't want to do, you just sign up right now and then you can get your discount. And if you decide to cancel in 30 days, you decide to cancel in 30 days, not a big deal. And so she's like, oh, okay, perfect. Then I'll do that. She's also in network marketing. She does Rodan and Fields. Mm-hmm. So she knows.
Okay.
She knows all about all that stuff too. So she was easier, I think, than some people. Some people be like myself. I'm like, I don't want to be part of that.
Right.
So that's kind of how that went. It's kind of a blur, but it's really just being honest with her and being like, why wouldn't you want a 25% discount? Why do you want to pay full price? That's silly.
I liked how you word that. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't sign up for this.
Right.
That's how you worded that. It kind of.
Oh, thanks.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. So
right.
Really, really good. And I like how, I know that's what like you went back and said, I was word vomiting everything. It's so easy to do that because you want to tell them all the amazing things about everything we do. But then it's such a turn off to people. And so I'm just so proud of you. That's really, really good. And I think, we can more incorporate our story into how we explain things after we've learned about their goals, because then we can empathize more with them. We can, if they say, my goal is to, kick my sugar addiction. My goal is to, improve my hormone levels or lose this amount of weight. And then you can be like, oh my gosh, girl, I used to struggle so much with sugar addiction. But I really learned how to, get it in control by utilizing these programs. Then you can kind of like add bits and pieces of your story and how it's changed your life into how you're explaining things. So I really, really, I like that.
Cool.
I like that. Good job, you guys. No, and I think just to kind of wrap things up, because I know, it's getting a little bit late. As long as you have the best interest in your mind when you're messaging them, then you're going to be fine, and as long as you're just constantly asking them questions and keeping everything so simple, you're going to be fine. They're going to want to join you. And as long as your posts are just exuding positivity and really just like, really just fun and all that stuff, you're going to be fine. So, and like I said before to you, all this stuff, especially as a new coach, you guys, this comes with practice. Like, I think we all just start out as like little baby fish trying to swim in the water. Like, we just don't know what we're doing. But this is how we learn, just by telling each other what's working for us. I don't always know what's working. I'm always changing everything up. But that's just how this business rolls. And I think screenshotting your message, if you get stuck on something, screenshot it and put it in our thread, screenshot it, send it to me or your business partner, whoever, and we'll always work through it together. But I love that. And Jen, I loved how you screenshotted those messages to me today, or was it yesterday? Either way. But I think it just helps you have more confidence too, in replying, and not saying I'm always right, but just having that second opinion and having, second eyes on it really helps.
Yeah, that was a huge help. Just like knowing that like what I'm saying is actually okay, instead of being like, oh crap, what did I say that's bad? Like, why aren't they responding, type of thing. And just kind of going from there. But I think that was really helpful.
Good. I want you guys to always feel like you can do that. Like, even if you're sending like 10 screenshots at a time, it doesn't matter. I will always respond to every single one of them, or another coach in the thread will always like help each other out. So it's just so crucial. But anyways, I hope this call was beneficial to you guys. Anytime you guys even one-on-one or want to hop on a call with me, like, I am always open to doing that. So don't ever, hesitate to reach out. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. We got this, you guys. It's October and it's only the 2nd, and we are going to crush this month. Like, we have to end this quarter super strong. Let's hit Success Club. Don't stop at Success Club 6 or 5. Go for Success Club 10 this month. Go for Success Club 20. You never know. You could get 10 people signed up. That's nothing in reality. Like, 10 people helping their health and fitness. 5 people to hit Success Club 10. Like, it's just crazy. We can totally do this. And if we hustle now, it's going to build momentum. People should be signing up when you're following up with them towards the end of the month. So anyways, and then another tip too, set a date that you will hit Success Club. I highly recommend going into your month being like, okay, by the 10th of every single month, I will be in Success Club 5. That's 3 or more people. It's non-negotiable. You make it happen. That way you're not stressing at the end of the month or feeling bad about not helping anybody that month. You know what I mean? So many benefits to hitting Success Club. So it should be a non-negotiable no matter what. So, okay, guys, I will let you guys go.
Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I will see you guys on Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.